Good morning, afternoon and evening, my crazies. My name's Angela, I'm the Crazy Poppy Lady, and welcome back to today's Whips, Bits and Chat. Come on, let's go and see what I got for you today. Okay, so let's start off today with our video update. I got a little bit better than last week, didn't it? We had a live come up during the week. I'll pop a link up there for you. And also there was a Fun Day Die Day. When I was watching the preview, I noticed we had issues with the volume, and it appears there was issues with the music that I put over the top as well. Now, when I made this video partly on Big Bertha, partly on the big guy here. Yeah, hence why there's a couple of sections in there that are repeated as well, just to keep you interested. I'm so sorry about that. I will re-edit and I will put up a newer version of it later on in the week, maybe, if any of you are actually interested. But if not, I'll just leave it as it is, because at the end of the day the majority of us do jump on that video and skip straight through to the last 10 minutes where we can just see the pictures. I know your tricks, gang, I know your tricks, but there's a link up there to it, so yeah, skip to the last 10 minutes and just look at the pictures. Now time for a cheeky Ravelry update. Now, of course, I did tell you last week that I will go the right way. The Little Bird blanket and cushion set are now available over on Ravelry. Now that pattern has 8 video tutorials to go along with it. So fingers crossed there'll be all the information that you need to be able to make that pattern and send me in a gorgeous photo in maybe a week or two's time. Okay, the next item in the background that you may not have seen before is the Jackie Jumps jumper. Now this is a half sleeve, it sort of finishes here on me. You do have the option, of course, to extend the sleeve, and I explain how to do that in the written pattern. Now that one also comes with video tutorials and is also available over on Ravelry. Now both of those patterns will get released later on in the year, but at the moment, as I said, I'm just leaving them out on Ravelry for anybody that wants to purchase them, and of course run the videos and stuff like that, so you can take your time with it. And then before I release the actual videos over here on YouTube, I'll make a little montage up of all of your photos for each individual pattern, so that way you get a double bubble shout out. Now so far I've had one sale on our cheeky bird, and I will be showing you the photos for that later on, although the girl's making something else. And if you can guess, she likes to make something else with my pattern. She's done it a couple of times with a couple of the patterns. Can you guess who it is? You'll find out later on when I do the photo montage. Now, if you didn't manage to make it to the live earlier on in the week, I thought I'd bring your attention to a really cool sale that is going on at the moment over on the Secret Yarn Stash. If you are in the UK, jump on that affiliated link down the bottom. It will take you straight through to the Secret Yarn Stash. Please remember, by you clicking that button, it does not affect how much it would cost you to purchase the yarn, but what it does do is, if you do purchase anything from the store, I get a little bit of a kickback, and the money, the points that I make then go on to purchase the red and black and green yarn for the poppies for next year. So stitch a girl up, buy some yarn, and remember, it's for charity, honest. Okay, but she's got some absolutely amazing sales. So if you did in fact intend to make either of the patterns that I've spoken about today, both of those yarns she has on the website. Okay, and at the moment, the one that is used for the Jackie Jumps jumper is on special and it is on sale. So I'm now going to do a cheeky little insert to show you some of the other sales that she yarns that she has on sale at the moment. Oh, my brain's playing up. Okay, so now we are on to attempt number 2. Fingers crossed it works. Right, so as you can see here, I'm on the Secret Yarn Stash website. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit products. We're going to jump straight over to sale items, where it will bring up page number 1 of 2 pages. Now these are all of the sale items that she has at the moment. So we've got some classic needlework scissors. They were $13.99, they're now $10.49. We've got the Wool Genie yarn holder. Now I have one of these, I love it, and it works brilliantly if you cake up your yarn first before you start. If you use a ball like the one that's there, when it gets to about 25 grams, I'm sorry to say, the ball sags and it becomes a little bit catchy and maybe a little bit annoying to work with. But I've if you put them on a wool winder and you cake it up, they work brilliantly, and I tell you what, enough speeds up your work. You might think it doesn't, but it does. Okay, now they were originally priced at £12.50, and that is what I paid for it. It is now down to £9.38. Amazing price. You can also get extra little bobbin sections, or the bits in the middle. I'm keeping an eye out for those because I want some more of those so I can run multiple colours at the same time. Now there is also some silver embroidery scissors. They've jumped down in price from £8.75 to £4.38. We've got some Clover Yo-Yo and Suffolk Puff Maker large. That's now priced in at £2.13, so that's under half price, give or take a penny. We've got the Stylecraft. Let's have a look at this one on quick view. It's the Stylecraft Cabernet Sparkly DK with glitter. This is very glittery and it is very pretty, and I have bought some at the list price of £4.20. I should have held out. I could have got it for £3.15, but here we go. There are 9 colours of this one available. The details are it's Stylecraft. Its yarn weight is a DK. The composition is 98% premium acrylic, 2% polyester. That's the glittery bit. Ball size is 100 grams, and there's approximately 230 meters or 251 yards. Needle size and hook size are 4mm. Washing machine is washable at 30. Okay, the next one up is the Stylecraft Naturals Bamboo Cotton DK. The list price on this one is £3.99. She's selling it for £2.99, saving you £1. Okay, so if you're buying, say, 4 of them, you'll get one of those for free. Okay, so the details on this one is it's Stylecraft. It's a cotton mix. The yarn weight is a DK, 60% bamboo, 40% cotton. Ball size is 100 grams, and there is 250 meters or 273 yards. Needle and hook are a 4mm. Of course, you can go up or down on that depending on your project. Washing machine at 30. A look at the amount of colours this one has available. And there we go. So that's all of the colours are there for you. Okay, the next item up is the Signet Chunky Chanel Velvet Yarn. Now this one is normally priced at £3.75. She has got this down to £2.81, saving you 25% or 94p. Okay, so they're the colours that are available there for you today. Detail is, it is chunky yarn, 100% polyester. The ball is 100 grams, which is approximately 106 meters or 114 yards. Needle and hook size are between 6 and 7 millimeter. Washing machine is washable at 30. Do not iron, do not bleach. Okay, let's get down to the next one. Let's quick view it, it's got to be easier. This is the Robin Paint Box DK colour changing yarn. The normal list price on this is £3. You're getting it for half price, so that means you're only coughing up £1.50 per 100 grams. There are only 5 colours available at the moment in the sale, but it is 100% acrylic. The ball size is 100 grams. There is approximately 360 meters or 393 yards, so it is a little bit thinner than some other DK weight yarns. Needle and hook are a 4 millimeter. Washing machine is washable at 30. Quick view on the Signet Pure Cotton DK. This is priced in at £1.88. Normally it's £2.50, saving you 62p. Those are the colours on screen that are available for you today. And the details on this one is it's a cotton, it's a DK weight, 100% cotton. There is 100 grams per ball, 200 meters or 218 yards. Hook and needle are 4 millimeter, and you can wash it at 40. So again, that's a really good price for that yarn at the moment. The Yarn Art Minky Fluffy yarn, I've not had my hands on any of this one yet, so I can't tell you what it's like to work with. But as you can see there is a good choice of colours available, and it is normally priced in at £2.25. It's now £1.69. It's a 50 gram ball. There is approximately 75 meters or 82 yards. Machine washable at 30. Machine recommended recommended needle size 6 to 7 millimeters, and the hook is a 6.5, but then of course depending on your project depends on the size you play with. Okay, next up is the Robin Super Chunky. This one is 50% off. Normally it's £2, today it is £1. Okay, and as you can see here, there's a good choice of colours available. Details on this one, it's Robin yarn, it's acrylic, super chunky, 100% acrylic, 100 grams per ball, 80 meters or 87 yards. Hook and needle are a 10 millimeter, and you can wash it at 40. Okay, next one up for this page, or the last one I should say for this page, is the Signet Aran yarn. Normally it's priced in at £1.85. This one is absolutely lovely and so soft. It's at the moment priced at £1.39, saving you 46p. Here are the colours that are available. Jump to details. Yep, so there we go. That's all the colours available. It is an Aran weight yarn, 100% acrylic. The ball size is 100 grams, approximately 210 meters or 230 yards. Hook and needle are both a 4 to 5 millimeter. Washing machine and wash at 40. Nice choice of colours there. Okay, next page. There's loads, see, there's loads. Okay, next one up is the Signet Chunky yarn. Normally this is £1.85. It is priced in at the moment at £1.39, saving you 46p or 25% off, depending on how you like to see it. Okay, so the details on this one is it's a Signet yarn, it's acrylic, it's chunky, 100% acrylic. 100 gram ball is approximately 156 meters or 170 yards. Needle size is a 6 to a 7, hook size is a 6.5, and it is machine washable. I would say at between 30 and 40 degrees, but I haven't got the label so I can't tell you. But look at all of these colours. I'm going down slowly. Yep, so there's lots and lots of colours there available for you to pick up. Yeah, we haven't done that one yet. Okay, the Signet DK yarn. Normal price is $180. This one is priced in at $135 during the sale, saving you 25% or 45 pence. Lots and lots of colours still available on that one. It is a double knit yarn, 100% acrylic, 100-gram ball, 298 meters or 326 yards. So the thickness on this one is a similar size to Aldi yarn, if you've ever got the Aldi DK. Okay, the needle is a 3.25 to a 4mm, and the same for the hook. Although with this yarn I've even gone down as far as a 2.5 and up to a 6. So it is very, very versatile, this one. It's machine washable at 40 degrees. The Yarn Art Cotton, Yarn Art Creative Cotton is up next. Normal list price is £1.50. She's selling it for $113, which is saving you 25% or 37 pence. As you can see here, there's lots of colours. I'll show you some more as I'm going down the listing. Okay, it's an Aran weight yarn, 100% cotton. It's a 50-gram ball. There is approximately 85 meters or 92 yards. Hook is a 6 and needle is a 5mm. Washing machine are washable at 40 degrees. Some beautiful colours in there. Oh, we're getting close to the end, gang. Getting close to the end. Right, the next one up is the Yarn Arts Jeans Tropical Cotton Mix. Yes, you've seen that price correctly. It's 75 pence. Normally it's priced up at £1.50, but she's got it at 50% off, so that's saving you 75p. Or, as I like to say, it's a bog off, so you buy one, you get one free, and you're paying the original price. Bonus! Okay, so as you can see, we've got a nice choice of colours there. The details on this one are, it's Yarn Art, it's a cotton mix, it's double knit weight, 55% cotton, 45% acrylic. Ball sizes are 50 grams, which has approximately 160 meters or 174 yards. Needle and hook size are a 3.5mm. On the hook you can go up a bit more if you wanted to a 4.5. To be honest, you use the hook that you feel comfy with. Right, and it is machine washable at 40 degrees. Last one up, gang. This is the Yarn Art Jeans Crazy Cotton Mix. There is 6 different shades of this one available, as you can see there. The details on this are that it's Yarn Art, it's cotton mix, it's a double knit weight, it's a 55% cotton and 45% acrylic. Ball size is 50 grams, which has approximately 160 meters or 174 yards. Needle size 3.5, hook size 3.5 to 4.5, machine washable at 40 degrees. Okay, so there you go, and that's the sale items. But honestly, she has got so much more on this site, as you can see straight off. We've got patterns and yarn packs, gift vouchers, some very crazy patterns. I don't know where I've seen those two before. If you like them, the tutorials are already on the channel. The patterns are available over on Ravelry, and if you're in the UK you can grab the yarn packs from the Secret Yarn Stash. There's no worrying there. With the bucket hat, the amount of yarn you get, you'd probably be able to make 3 or 4 because it's 100-gram balls. We discussed giving you smaller balls, but thought, nah, forget it. Get more for your money this way. It means you can make one for you and one for Bestie. Or stitch up the kids, either way. So we've also got stuff like pom-pom makers and dark recycling toy stuffing. That I'm really chuffed about. The fact, one, that it's dark, which is really good if you're making something with a dark yarn. I hate seeing white stuffing stick through. And then of course you've also got the fact that it's recycled toy stuffing. Okay, we've got pages and pages here. We've got hooks, we've got shawl and brooch pins, different types of scissors, and lots more yarn. So even stuff like this, which is the polystyrene baubles, I've got some of them, I just haven't used them yet. The invisible thread, that works really well as well. I have some of that. I've bought the fabric glue, haven't tried it out yet. I'm too scared. I might stick fingers together because we all know how clumsy I am. Okay, so as you can see, lots and lots here for you to choose from. I'm going to leave the rest of these pages for you to have a nose through yourself. So enjoy looking, especially if you're in the UK. Remember to use that affiliated link in the description box down below. Any purchase that you make helps towards, of course, next year's Royal British Legion Poppy Appeal for me to make the poppies, to donate to them for free. Okay, so what crochet have I been up to this week? Most of the week was spent typing up the Jackie jumper, just solely because I wanted to make sure there weren't as many spelling mistakes as normal. For anybody that doesn't know I'm dyslexic, don't panic, the patterns are fine, they're easily readable, and that is why I do them as easily readable as possible, because the easier they are to read, the less chance there are of mistakes for me, because sometimes things bounce around. But it's normally only the written word, it's not coding or anything like that. Camera, why did you go foggy on me? Okay, the other item that was finished that I'm unsure if I've shown you all the way is the Beautiful Friends shawl by Ursula at OM Granny Square. Now, I've done mine in a DK weight yarn on a 4mm hook using a really horrible colour palette from Aldi. It's vile. The colour palette, that is. The pattern is absolutely beautiful. It's lovely to work. It's got a written pattern, and of course there are tutorials on her channel as well, so she shows you where to place the stitches if you're a little bit unsure. Now, there are a couple of changes that I made to this pattern, and I will talk you through them in a little bit. Okay, so let's get rid of my dodgy border, because that's a change. Right, so here we go. Here is the main body of the shawl. As you can see there, it's quite lovely, and it does look really beautiful in a solid colour, or maybe one of the colours that other people have chosen where they're not too crazy and not mixed it up as much as me. I did warn you, it's a bit, ooh, some people like bright. Hopefully somebody will want it. I don't quite know who yet. Right, okay, so first change that I made to the pattern was on the section where we have some bobbling here. Okay, now Ursula's done a beautiful method there to make sure that it stands out with the yarn that she has, which was, I believe, a 2 weight, so a very fine weight. So when I went to do it with the DK, mine didn't look like the bobble, it looked like a keg of beer. I'll see if I can find you the photo that I put up on her Facebook page. So what I ended up doing, as you saw in the photo, because I wrote the instructions down, was I didn't yarn over as many times as she did. I yarned over less, which then meant that my bobble did in fact look like hers, or at least as close as I could make it. Now the next step up, next thing that she did that I've done differently is she added beads. Because of the thickness of the yarn and the fact that I've got no job supply of chunky beads with decent holes in them to get the yarn through, I was like, no, I'm not playing that game. So I didn't. Okay, which completely and utterly threw the pattern for me. It confused me because I didn't do that. What I ended up doing was adding an extra row on the solid section where I shouldn't have done. And then because I'd added the extra row there, I added the extra row next, and yeah, my stitch count was so out. But it was like, it's okay because it's got the same amount of stitches on each side, so I'm okay. But yeah, the stitch count was out. So then it came to doing the border, which is a beautiful lacy effect that goes wibbly wobbly, which worked really beautifully on Ursula's shawl, and that was what drew me to the pattern originally. Well, I tried doing it and I ran out of a single colour, and with the way that the pattern's made, I thought, okay, fine, I'll do one row one colour and the next row the next colour. It's going to drive me insane because it's not all solid, but I'll do what I can. I had to keep stripping the rows back because I didn't have enough yarn for the next row or the next row. Although I'd even sat there and I'd looked at all the balls and I'd weighed all the balls and I worked out which one had the least amount of yarn in it. And that was the one that I started on because that would have the least amount of stitches for the row. It just didn't work and it looked like dog's toffee. So I did end up stripping it back, but I took it back to the last row of the pattern before the border. Okay, and then I did the chain row that Ursula had done as well, and then I went on to add a peacock row, or whatever it's called, where it's a little bobble. So I'd was it slip stitch or was it single crochet? I can't remember. I think it was single crochet. So single crocheted along for 4, then I chained 4, and then I slip stitched into the bottom one, and then I carried on going with the same pattern all the way along. And then I was like, well, to be honest, these balls these little peacocks look lost on this shawl, because at that point it looked really weird, because of course the rest of the work was like, you have like the bobbles section, and they were a quarter of the size of these bobbles, and I'm just like, that just looks bad. What can I do? So I thought, right, I know. And so I slip stitched all the way along until I got to the peacock, or whatever we call them, and then I added in 5 single crochets, and then I slip stitched along, added 5 single crochets into the next one, and did that all of the way around. And that is what has created this bobbly border instead of a wibbly wobbly one. What do you think? I really like it. I may do a little tutorial just on this border at a later point if I can remember how to do it. It's fine, I've just told you all how I did it, so I just got to remember it's on this video. Oh, it's one of them weeks, gang, one of them weeks. So of course, when I was doing the border on this, I wanted to make sure that I used as much of the yarn up that I had, and I've only got little diddy bits left. I was paying yarn chicken, but I did have some fun with it. I thought, well, was the colourway so vile anyway? Let's improve it or make it worse. It depends on how you see it. Because what I did was every straight edge had a different colour. So the tops, the funky pink, what is it? It's like an Edwardian style pink. The next one is the green, and the last side is purple. And what I was doing was I was doing each row in its colour and then changing when I got to the corner sections. So I would do a half of the corner section in one colour, and then on the last pull through I would change the colour again to the new colour and then work all the way down. And then that is what I did all of the way around, so I didn't have ends to sew in. Okay, some of the back of it does look a little bit iffy, but oh sorry, let's hold it a bit longer so it at least focuses. But in the big scheme of things, it was a trial. It was something I wanted to try to see if I was able to do it, and then at a later point I can work out how to fix it so that you don't see the colour being brought up to the next row. I sussed it out though on the very last row. Okay, so now I'm going to add in a couple of photographs of the shawl. One is its original colours, and the next picture are the colours I wish it was. Okay, so on Thursday, my loving daughter only had an hour in school. So she likes to be dropped off very early. So drop her off for about 8:15 in the morning. She ain't got to be in there until 10 to 9. But I dropped her off. And then I have to pick her up again at 10. So I thought, well, do you know what? I'm not going to waste... I've got stuff I need to do today because I've got a wedding to go to in a couple of weeks. It's Bestie's son's wedding. So he's like my honorary nephew, really, because I've known him since he was dearly dot. So I thought, right, I am going to go and I'm going to see if I can find something that looks presentable enough for a wedding. I'm feeling reasonable. My walking's not too dodgy and I'm not getting stabbed in the bottom with every step. I have sciatica, hence the stabbing. Right, so I popped into Sainsbury's. Yeah, right. I just to have a look to see, one, if they were still had that yarn that I showed you a couple of weeks back. No, it's gone. Okay, it was a good sale while it was there, right? And then I had a nose around. Now everything is coming in, everything they've got in there seems to be luminously bright. They're revisiting the bright phase of the 90s, the bright phase of the zeros, and now we've got it again. I'm sorry, but I'm not a lime green girl. There is absolutely no way I'm wearing a luminous lime, a luminous yellow or a luminous orange to a wedding. For one, I will look like a lemon, a lime or an orange because I'm round, right? And he's going to muck up the poor photographer's camera. Do you realise how many levels he's going to have to sort out as it is with getting his white balance correct, and then to have a ginormous lemon stand by the side of the bride? It's not happening. And so I scooted around everywhere and I thought I'd found quite a nice pretty dress. As I started carrying it around with me, having a look around the rest of the shop, seeing if there was other, because I had to pick up some medications and stuff, and in that Sainsbury's they've got a chemist there, so I could. Well, I'm getting halfway around, my arm starts itching and I'm like, what is going on? I looked at the label, it only had wool in it, because it was a knitted garment. So that went back on the shelf again and I popped over to Mataland. Now I love Mataland. That's where I get most of my stuff from, especially my undergarments and things like that. Oh, I said that so politely. So I walked into Mataland. What is going on? Fashion in there is 1975-ish, and if any of you ever watched The Good Life and remember Margot, the neighbour from hell, you know her floaty dresses, that's all they've got in there. And the print looks worse than my grandmother's curtains from the 70s. Wasn't even a cute one. There was no cute patterns. It was all bleh. And mega floral and mega in your face. I'm going to a wedding. I don't need in your face. I want to blend into the background, just not in green and look like a tree. So I managed to find a black and white one, although I've been told black and white is banned. I'm thinking I should be able to get away with it. I can put something over the top of it for photographs so that it doesn't look so black and white, right? But it was banned because the mother-in-law to be threatened to wear a really beautiful dress, but it was like, it looked like a child had drawn on it with a piece of white paper with a black crayon round and round and round, and it was doing everybody's eyes in. So she's been banned from wearing that, and because she's been banned from wearing it, I'm not allowed to wear anything black and white either. Solidarity, girl. You're evil and sadistic. But yeah, so I've picked up a couple of these vile looking dresses. I found some that were more simple and more plain. Well, not simple as in style, but simple in colour. So it wasn't too in your face crowded, and so I had like 5 dresses hanging over my arm, and I went to find the changing rooms because I thought, I'm not buying a dress because I don't like until I've tried it on, because I don't know what size I technically am at the moment because I haven't bought anything in about 4 years. It sounds a bit strange, doesn't it? But I don't go clothes shopping that much. I just raid the kids' clothes and I'll buy something every now and then, but where we've all been on lockdown, I just haven't bothered. I've just been regurgitating my old stuff because I haven't lost any weight yet that I've been threatening to lose for years, which is another reason why I don't buy many clothing and I wear it until it's worn out, is because one day I will shrink. Yeah. We'll just laugh at that. I've been this size for 10 years. But one day I'll shrink. Right, so I've got this stuff over my arm and I go up to where the changing rooms are, and I said to the lady who's taking off a load of plastic off some clothes on this massive rail that's stretched all the way over the changing room entrance, I said, excuse me, what time's it the changing room open? She said, yeah, it's not open. For 3 weeks we're doing changes in there. I'm sorry, the only thing I can suggest you do is you buy the items, try them on at home, and then bring back for a refund whatever you don't want. I'm not paying for 5 dresses just to come home and try them on and then take them back. It's that simple. It's like, you are not holding 200 quid's worth of my cash until I can get my tushing gear to come back. And not only that, with returns, some shops just bin them. I am not putting that much waste into landfill. So I put all the stuff back and went, no fair. Came home and ranted to Bestie saying how evil and sadistic her son was for making me dress up for a wedding. Told her the whole story and she's like, right, fine, I'm coming down Saturday, we're going out clothes shopping. Today is Saturday, it is 8:30 in the morning. I am trying to knock this video out so that you guys have something for Sunday, because I may be a little bit 2 sheets to the wind, I believe the phrase is, by this evening to be able to do anything. And she's dragging me out clothes shopping, so I'm going to be in pain because she's going to make me walk. Poppy don't like walking. Walking's exercise. No, I just don't like it because it's painful for 3 or 4 days later if I do a mega amount. Right, but I still had, once I'd done this looking around the shops and all that stuff, I still had some time left and I went into Hobbycraft. I was good, I didn't buy any yarn. I went upstairs to have a look. I was tempted to do a little bit of recording for you, but I didn't. Because the prices are more, are now either the same or higher than what they were when I last went in. Any yarn that I would have purchased from there, I can get elsewhere cheaper. So I'm not going to promote somewhere that is ripping us off, basically. She says, oops, I'm going to get in trouble in a lawsuit for that last comment. It's my personal view, and there you go. If you wish to go elsewhere, or if you wish to go to that shop, go for it. But I was having a look downstairs and I came across the beads, because of course I've been keeping an eye out because of that the shawl by Ursula. I was keeping an eye out and looking for beads anyway, because I'm tempted to do that shawl again in a single colour and a lightweight yarn and add beads. At their prices, I think I'll still stick away from doing the beads, but what they do have is this little bead station where you can fill up a pot, and this pot's 4 quid. Ouch. 4 quid, but I am so happy I am a child of the 80s and Woolies had their pick and mix, and we learnt as kids how to get as many sweets in that pick and mix tub as you possibly could, to the point where you couldn't if you shook it there was no movement, and if you squished it the lid would pop off. So this is half empty, honestly half empty now, and to be honest it still looks full for most people. So yeah, I am there and I'm like, big beads in, small beads in the gaps, really small beads in the gaps there, give it a shake, get it to lay flat, add the next layer on. When I got up to the counter, the girl, I handed her the tub and I was holding it like that, and I went, honestly, it is closed and it is locked. I just don't know for how long, so please don't squish the sides. She must have been late 20s, and she looked at me. I said, I'm a kid who liked pick and mix, and she went, I'll sellotape the lid for you. So she did. And I'll come out with lots of beads for 4 quid, which I was really chuffed about. Now, let's open it up a second. 2 of the beads I saw, I just fell in love with, and I didn't see clothing with this. Look at this. Come on. How cute is that? It looks like quartz, doesn't it? Now it's black and the colouring on it is pinks, shades of pinks, and I thought that was so cute, and it's glittery. the magpie in me grabbed 4, and I thought, right, I've got 4 of those, what could I do? And I was thinking, well, it would look really sweet as a little necklace. But when I got home, I was tidying up the craft room, and for the last year I've been trying to find my earring top earrings that I bought, like the findings I think they're called, and I finally found them in the place that I've looked in multiple times. I've got like a box of boxes, and it's little trays that you can pull out, and it was in the back of one of them, and I was so chuffed I found them. But I sat down in the lounge and I made me some earrings. Come on, focus in. How cute are they? I've put them in a bag so that they look good, but I'm going to take them out and show you. Just show you the one. There we go. Because they're a little bit longer than the card itself. Get out the way, face. Focus. There we go. So that's the front, and then the back are those styles, so they hook in and over. I'm not very good with dangly earrings, but if I can find the right dress, they will be getting worn to the wedding, along with, of course, the necklace if I do make a matching necklace. I've not done necklaces as such yet. So I made them ones and I was super duper chuffed, and then I went a little bit crazy when it came to the beads. I found something that's so sweet. Look, it's sweets. They look like marshmallows. So I bought a couple of those ones as well, and it was literally a couple because I was planning to make something else, and I thought that would look really cool hanging off like stitch markers. But when I started putting the stitch markers together, I was just like, that is a waste. They look too cute. They need to be cool earrings. Okay, so then I got carried away. And my third lot, which is a nice, oh no, it's fallen out in the bag. Okay, gonna have to take it out. My third set of earrings, can you see where this was going? I stopped after this one, honest. But my third set of earrings, I got a little bit carried away with. You guys all know what I'm like with smiley faces and how I like smiley faces because they cheer me up. Focus. Little smiley faces. And I'm not sure if that's a cloud, a flower or what, but I thought it was cute as an ending to it. But those are superish long. So I don't think I'd ever wear them, but I may be able to give them away as a present to some crazy person who likes dangly earrings. You never know. Or of course I'm just going to have to keep going with all this sort of stuff and get round to actually doing some sort of market stall or something. Right, so then I decided, you know what? It's about time I jumped on the bandwagon and attempted to make a row counter. Now that is why I bought these ones, was because I thought they would look cool on the end of a row counter. Now I don't know if I've done it right or anything like that. I just sat and played yesterday. So I've got it on a key ring. Okay, for the time being, that is the key ring. Then we have the purple and blue beads. Now they do move. It is a little bit tight in places, but once you start using it they do move. But there's the beads on them, purple and a powder blue. Now these beads are so cool. I'm hoping that it picks him up. There we go. Get my head out the way, and it'll focus. Haha, there we go. And then at the end, of course, you gotta do it. You gotta have the smiley face. And then I've just added 3 different stitch markers on the bottom, 2 misfit and a pearly one for now. So yeah, that's my very first attempt at making a row counter. They're quite heavy. That's why I put it on a keychain, because I was like, I can't have that hanging off me work, it'll stretch it. But yeah, I don't know, I'll probably end up sticking a lump of wool around my neck, well not wool, but sticking a lump of whatever I'm using around my neck and just have it hanging on my neck. At least then I won't lose it. That's what I've done with my scissors when I'm working. I have them hanging around my neck. I just have to remember to make sure they're closed so I don't stab myself in the gills. Yeah, so those are what I've made, and I've also picked up some other really cool beads. There we go. Just on the off chance that I that that's actually how you make one of them row counters, and if it is, I will have another go and make a couple more, because I've got a couple of girls I think would possibly use them. Not too sure though, but possibly use them. Right, best put the lid back on before Liam decides to take them out and play with them. He's going through his I'm going to be a cat phase at the moment, which is why he's locked out of here. Okay, what else is there? Let me have a think. Now it's time for the bestest bit of the video. It is your photos. So thank you ever so much, girls, for sending them in this week. Now I understand I have a couple more girls that haven't sent their photos to me this week. They are poppy related. I think they're holding out until they've got a job lot to show me. So hopefully in a couple of weeks you'll get to see those. But let's start off with today's ones. The first one is from our cheeky Sabrina Mellinger. Now she purchased the written pattern for the bird pillow, and she's sent me a photograph that early afternoon. Now I've put the times down of when the photos were sent, just to show you how long it took her to make the panel. two panels, okay, as far as I knew at that point, because she wouldn't tell me whether she was making the cushion or the blanket. But she has since told us all on her own channel what she's planning to do with the squares. So if you want to have a nose in a few moments, there will be a link in the I button, and if you click on that, that will take you through to her video that was earlier on in the week, where she tells you what she's actually going to do with the squares that she's made. And I'm loving the idea. I can't wait to see it finished. But here's her photos. And the next photograph arrived Saturday, I think it was, and is from our very cheeky Aragurumi Ninja. Sorry, I nearly forgot your name there, girl. And now she is, of course, making the winner only pattern, which is no strings. Now she got to the first corner, I believe, last time I showed you a photograph, and then this one, of course, turned up, I believe it was on Saturday. And it's showing her turning the second corner, I think. I don't know. Hold on, let's have a look. Yes, it was her turning the second corner. How cute is he looking? I've got a bit more time yet before I have to give her the details on the border, because of course I've said to her, because she's the first person to show me photographs of no strings in the making, I'm going to be shoving over a border pattern to her if she wants to give it a go, that is. I'll have to make a picture up first on a little job lot of C2C so she can see what it looks like, so that she can decide whether she does or doesn't want to add it. But in regards to the no strings pattern, isn't he coming along lovely? Oh, he is so cute, and the stitch work is absolutely beautiful, darling. I'm sorry about all the ends. Fingers crossed you've sewn in some of them on your way and you're not just leaving them all till lastminute.com like I do. Okay, so with channel memberships, they are now available on this channel. If you decide to join the Asylum members, which is the higher paid one, you will have the opportunity to grab the discount code until I think the 6th of next month, or the 6th of this month even, sorry. You'll be able to grab a discount code for the little bird, which will mean that you get it for free. Next month, of course, it will be that pattern there that you'll be able to get your hands on for free. So keep an eye out on the community tab if you are, of course, a channel member, and especially if you're a silent member, because I will shout there and I will give you your magic code so that you can get that pattern for free. Okay, so Bestie has just messaged me. She's moments away, so I've got to get this finished. Hence the clothes change, because yeah. Right, so I'm going to head off now. I will see you all really soon. So please remember to stay chilled, stay happy, and keep crafting. Goodbye, everybody.